Welcome to today's Explainer. So, what if I told you the future of cutting-edge pharmaceutical extraction is actually buried deep in the ancient, undisturbed forests of India? It sounds like a movie plot, right? But today, we're diving into exactly how a rare, tribal-cultivated turmeric is fundamentally transforming the economics of global pharmaceutical extraction. We've got a truly fascinating story lined up for you, one that bridges indigenous farming practices straight to serious B2B bottom-line economics.
Right at the very center of this botanical ecosystem is MTAG Industries. They operate a fully vertically integrated, single-window supply chain with absolutely zero middlemen. By doing this, they guarantee authentic origin directly from the farmers themselves. Basically, they act as the crucial bridge connecting remote tribal agency tracks to high-tech global extraction laboratories.
Now, 5 to 7%. This is the hook. While standard commercial turmeric averages just 3 to 4% curcumin, this specific landrace consistently delivers between 5 and 7%. That jump totally changes the math on your extraction yield. I mean, if you're in the business of formulating nutraceuticals or clinical-grade extracts, you know exactly how massive a 2 to 3% increase in a raw active compound truly is. It's a total game changer.
Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. 1. The Global Curcumin Challenge. 2. Tribal heritage and forest cultivation. 3. The science of plant stress. 4. The economic efficiency advantage. And finally, 5. MTAG's traceable supply chain. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The Global Curcumin Challenge, Securing Premium Botanical Feedstock.
Let's zoom out for a second and look at the macro picture. As the global demand for clinical-grade curcumin just absolutely explodes, extract manufacturers are scrambling. They need scalable, high-potency raw materials. And we aren't just talking about stocking the spice aisle at the grocery store anymore. We are talking about serious pharmaceutical applications. India is actually targeting a whopping $1 billion in turmeric exports by 2030. But here's the catch. The fastest-growing market segment requires curcumin levels that standard commodity agriculture simply cannot produce. The commercial market averages around 3 to 4%, but premium extractors demand over 5%. That gap is creating a massive bottleneck. Everyone wants high-yield feedstock, but very few know where to reliably source it.
Section 2. Tribal heritage and forest cultivation. The origins of the landrace.
So where is this high-yield feedstock actually hiding? This brings us to the geographical and cultural heart of the solution, the Eastern Ghats tribal belt in Andhra Pradesh. This is where the magic happens, miles and miles away from industrial monoculture farms. For generations, indigenous communities have perfected the cultivation of this specific turmeric as part of their non-timber forest product livelihood. We're talking about the Kondodora, Savara, and Jatapu tribes. The Chintapalli local turmeric isn't some lab-engineered hybrid. It is a meticulously preserved landrace that's inextricably linked to their cultural and spiritual lives. They've embedded deep, traditional knowledge into every single harvest.
Think of commercial farming kind of like fast food. The crop is forced out of the ground in 7 to 9 months, pumped with heavy chemicals, and blasted with up to 40 rounds of irrigation. The tribal method, on the other hand, is slow-cooked. The Eastern Ghats landrace isn't farmed for quick volume at all. Instead, the rhizome is left completely undisturbed over a biennial 18 to 24-month cycle. It's entirely rain-fed and grows right alongside natural forest biodiversity in a completely de facto organic or organic equivalent environment.
Section 3. The science of plant stress, nature's biohack.
Okay, let's pivot from heritage to some hard biological science. The crucial point here is understanding exactly why these tribal methods work so incredibly well. You've got 10 to 15 degree temperature swings at high altitude. You've got a lack of constant irrigation causing water stress, and a fight for nutrients in mineral-rich forest-edge soils. Rather than viewing these agroecological factors as harsh challenges, pharmaceutical buyers should actually see them as deliberate, stress-induced triggers. This environmental pressure literally biohacks the plant. It's just like how your muscles tear and rebuild stronger during a heavy workout. The plant goes into pure survival mode, pumping its roots full of the exact active secondary metabolites we want to extract. When we test this via HPLC, which, is essentially the global gold standard sorting machine of the lab world, this specific stress-induced fraction delivers the robust 5 to 7% total curcuminoids that premium extractors require. The plant isn't just making generic bulk, it's perfectly calibrating its bioactive profile. This exact breakdown of curcumin, DMC, and BDMC are the very therapeutic compounds that drive its high pharmaceutical value.
Section 4. The economic efficiency advantage,
translating agronomy to ROI.
Now for the really fun part. Let's see how this biological science translates into an undeniable mathematical advantage for B2B buyers. Because at the end of the day, agronomy has to make financial sense, right? While the Lakadang variety up in Meghalaya boasts the highest peak percentages, its supply is highly constrained. You just can't get enough of it. The Eastern Ghats landrace, however, sits at this perfect, scalable sweet spot for high-volume extraction, averaging a fantastic 6%. It absolutely dwarfs the commercial average. But crucially, it grows across a wide enough geographical belt to actually offer serious, reliable scale to extractors.
Look closely at the math here, because you only need 18 kilos of Eastern Ghats raw material to yield a single kilogram of extract, compared to 33 kilograms of the standard commercial grade. You are securing a vastly superior, organic equivalent product for virtually the exact same net cost per extracted kilogram. Yes, you're paying a higher raw price per metric ton up front, but your processing volume on the factory floor is nearly cut in half. The efficiency gained there makes this an absolute no-brainer for procurement teams.
Section 5. MTAG's Traceable Supply Chain. Scaling the Rare Resource.
But hey, theoretical math is totally useless without a reliable supply chain to actually deliver it. So how does MTAG capture this rare resource and bring it to the global market? Well, this isn't some automated factory line. It's meticulous craft. It starts with gentle manual harvesting, then precise 45 to 60-minute boiling and curing to stabilize the compound, followed by a patient 10 to 15 days of sun-drying. Rushing any of this ruins the curcuminoid profile. MTAG ensures these traditional methods are strictly adhered to before final export-grade mechanical polishing, which locks in that deep amber yellow color and high volatile oil content. To satisfy the absolute strictest global compliance standards, MTAG takes this traditional product and wraps it in a modern traceability architecture. They guarantee every single batch is documented from the specific GPS-tagged tribal farm plot straight to your warehouse. You get the purity of ancient forest farming coupled with the rigorous, lab-tested certainty that modern pharma compliance demands. We're talking zero adulteration, zero heavy metals, zero guesswork.
The effective cost per kg of curcumin is lower despite the higher raw material price. That right there completely summarizes the paradigm shift we're talking about today. Paying a premium upfront for a chemically superior feedstock is actually the most economically efficient decision an extractor can make. It transforms a perceived raw cost into a massive operational advantage, all while directly supporting indigenous livelihoods and sustainable agroforestry. It's a win-win.
Now, because this is a biennial crop with limited annual availability, you really can't just order this on a whim in the spot market. An 18 to 24-month growth cycle demands real foresight. So the ultimate question for you is, will you adapt your procurement strategy to lock in this rare resource with a seasonal forward contract, or will you be left fighting over low-yield commercial scraps while your competitors biohack their bottom line? Thank you so much for joining